When I was living as a bus driver, I had nothing in my life for myself. We were conditioned. This was our life. You know, you get married, have children, you work till you drop. My name is Gerry Carrick. I was a Dublin bus driver and married, 4 children, and all I done was work. Eventually, I just couldn't do it anymore. I put it down to the universe. So eventually the universe told me, listen, you can't keep doing this. You can't keep looking after other people. You have to look after yourself. So I didn't listen. I just kept doing what I always done. I was like a robot, and eventually I suffered from lack of sleep first, and we thought it was insomnia, but it turned out that it was, the prelude to the nervous breakdown. But that was back in 2015. I was still living with my family, be it on a sofa bed down in the sitting room, because the marriage had at that stage just broke down. I was just riddled with anxiety. You just couldn't move. You just wanted to crawl into a corner. And I think I said it was like somebody inside you clawing at you, and you just wanted to shut down. After I'd had the nervous breakdown and I was starting to recover, the family wanted me just to go back to work and go back into the same process again. But I knew deep down that this had been, it was a rebirth. I wasn't going to waste it, and I had learned the lesson that I had to give some time to myself. The marriage was gone, so I decided when I felt well enough that I would leave the family home and start on a path that would, encompass more of myself. And sure, I didn't even know who I was, so I didn't even know where to turn, what to do. I started off by going to a place here in Tallaght called Threshold. It's a college where they look after people who have mental health issues. So they do a proper level 3 and level 4 course to help people get back into the workforce. But I was still deemed employed at that time, so it wasn't for me, the course. But lovely lady manager said to me, well, why don't you come to our extra activities? Like, we do meditation and we do Tai Chi and we do yoga and we do crafts. So as a way to get me back into mixing with people and finding out what was good for me, this is what I done. Meditation I found great, and they've done a auricular acupuncture with that, and I just felt it was steadying me, it was helping me. I mean, I couldn't say that any one thing was the magic bullet, but I just felt communicating with people, getting a meditation, and I started my own meditation practice. And I was always then on the lookout for tools, health tools to help me, cope. Another place I found was a place called the Swan Family Resource Centre, which is in Killinarden in Tallaght, and that was the first time I was ever introduced to Reiki. I remember the first time, I was lying there on the table with my eyes closed, and to me it was like she had a heat lamp, and she was running her up and down my body, and I'm saying, wow, this is amazing, a heat lamp, So when it was over, I opened my eyes and said to the girl, where's the heat lamp? She says, there was no heat lamp. She says, that was your energy. That was the energy, your energy. You were completely blocked in every part of your body. All your chakras were blocked. And that energy was your energy flowing through and cleared the whole path. And I said, oh, that was amazing. Then I went online, was looking for more, and I found this amazing group called Chant Chai. And they were singing different chants, different spiritual chants from all over the world. And they'd meet twice a month over in Dorset Street. And I went in the first time I went in, this lady called Wendy came up and gave me this amazing hug. And oh my God, I said, I'm home, hallelujah, I'm home. It was just beautiful. And then the music, you could just sit there, relax, meditate with the music, sing along, lift your energy. And I found that now really helpful. It was really great. Just such a power in the music. You were kind of opening your heart. It was really putting me in a good place. So with all the different things I was doing, I was actually growing in myself. I was learning about myself and how to look after myself and learning who I was. I wasn't just somebody's husband, or I wasn't just somebody's father. I was now Gerry, me, myself, looking after myself. But all I'm doing now through that is learning to, put myself first and try and fill my own cup with self-love. And then when that cup overflows, I'll be able to share that love with as many people around me as possible. Because how can I share anything with anybody if I'm not dealing with myself? So Chant Chai closed down because the singers were, so busy with their own different lives. So myself and another chap called Ulton, he and myself have set up our own group now called Chant Chai. And we're running it once a month, every third Saturday, and in the Mission Hall. And we're getting in musicians to help us do the singing, and we're trying to create the same kind of atmosphere. So we're only at the early stages, but again, it's something that for me it's very fulfilling. And then we're bringing the beautiful music to other people to help them as well. I mean, I met a friend the other day, and he was on the bus. He was a bus driver, and I was standing beside him. He was driving. You might have seen the old window comes down, and we were having a yap, and I was telling him kind of a bit about my story, and he says, "Well, how are you in yourself?" So I had to step back and think, and what I said to him was, "I'm actually now in the happiest place of my life that I've ever been." And it's all down to just looking after myself. I mean, I'm still there for people. I still want to help people if I can, but I don't particularly need them people to make me happy. I have to be the person to make me happy, and then I can make other people happy after that. Like through all this, I've met some beautiful people that I'd never had in my life before. Even our lovely Hannah here, who's interviewing me, and I'm attracting things. I'm attracting good things into my life through the universe. I attracted a car. I went to get a new car, well, not second-hand car, and it was an old Micra. And the man said, "Oh, you're great. You're just what we needed. We wanted you here for this car." And he said, "Would you be interested?" And I said, "Oh, I would definitely want it." And he said, "I said, you have a price for $650." He said, "Don't worry about that. Will you give me $450?" And I said, "Oh God, yeah." So this, it just came to me. A lady rang me up and said, "There's a house going to be babysitted. They need a minder. Do you want to do it?" So I got this lovely 3-bedroom home for 2.5 years to mind. And when I had to get out of that, a friend said to me, my friend Ult, "Will you come over and stay with me for a while? We'll have a holiday together." And that's what it's like. It's like being on a holiday. When I had the nervous breakdown, it was the right thing to do. It was the best move for me. And the universe has been looking after me ever since. And I'm just having a good life. I mean, I'm so grateful. I mean, I think that's the thing, to be grateful for what we have, And it doesn't have to be, for me, it doesn't have to be much. I can just be happy just with a simple life. If someone had said to me years ago, "Would you, come and meditate?" I would have laughed, or "Do you want to go chanting?" I said, "That's only for the fairies or something." But because I was ignorant, I was brainwashed into believing that you had to be married, you had to have children, you had to work, because your parents told you should do this, you should do that. I mean, I remember, I would have been afraid to say to my parents, "Oh, I'm very unhappy." My dad say, "Oh, come on, man up, get on with life." If I had said to him, "Oh, I think I'm getting divorced," "Oh, how could you shame us?" You'd be shaming the family. What would the people think of you? So you were conditioned just to get on with a horrible life. Now more people are being aware that you have to look after yourself. And also a great way of looking after yourself is being in nature. I mean, I love just going out into nature because I really believe that we're all part of nature. So I'm no better than the tree. We're all part of the one ecology. And I think when you're out in nature, you're getting great energy flow between you and nature. And that, I feel, again, is, another wellness tool that keeps me straight. To me, the universe now is all energy, and it's a matter of being able to bring that energy through your system. And you're pushing out any negative energy that's stored in you, and you're always bringing in good energy. So it's a daily practice, And even though you're feeling good one day and you're feeling great, even for a week or two you're feeling great, not to stop your practice, to keep doing it, because if you stop it, then you start to drain. But if you keep doing it, even though you are feeling great, it keeps you in a good place. You say, well, why am I feeling so bad? And then you say, oh, well, I haven't been doing my meditation for a while, and I haven't been doing my, qigong for a while. And I said, well, why haven't you been doing it? Well, I was feeling great. I didn't need to do it. But actually, you have to do it as well on the good times. I was driving on day to day, but not really knowing the bloody way. Turning the pages of my book, I found a page that was stuck. And it was not till then did I see the real person who was me, loving myself and loving all, healing love in golden ball. Come and write my story with me, for it would not be my story without all of thee.